It may not look how you want it, but everything happens for how can you not be into politics when politics is literally touching every aspect of your life. It was either be homeless or ask for allowed is just confirmation that consistency pays. You can't work all the time. It's not healthy. It's not productive. Y'all, do y'all see these rent prices? So I want to take you guys along with me in the guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Nandria. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are not new to my channel, hey girl, hey, welcome back. As you can see, we are in a different setup, and you guys, I am so nervous to record this video. I honestly don't know why, but I have been prolonging this video for so long because this video, oh my goodness, this video is really going to be me pouring out like everything that's going on. Well, not everything, but most of what has been going on for the past few months. And I think the reason why I'm hesitant is because I have been in my little private era where it's like only me and the immediate people in my circle really know what's going on. But I had to stop and think, like, I created this channel to share my journey with you guys. I started this channel when I was 19 years old, girl, and I really wanted to just broadcast is the wrong word, but showcase my journey in case anyone was curious about the process, or even just enlighten others onto what the possibilities are out there. And just because life isn't going how I planned right now, it doesn't mean that I should hide it away from everyone. So you guys, we are going to be getting into it today. I'm going to be sharing what life post PhD has been like. I'm going to also be sharing why I'm in a new setup. If you have been watching my channel, you know that I have moved, so I'm also going to be sharing a little bit about that. And so yeah, we are going to get into it today. Usually I would say grab your wine, girl, and let's get into it, but it is currently 2 o'clock in the morning, you guys. When I tell you I was pushing this video off, I really and truly mean it. But I was like, no, like I can't keep pushing it. I can't keep letting fear lead my life. So I said it was gonna get recorded today no matter how late, okay? So because of that, I will not be drinking wine today. I am drinking kombucha. But without further ado, grab your drink, girl, and let's get into this video. Okay, so we are gonna take it back right now to about May 2025. If you are not new to my channel, you know that I was. You guys, it's literally surreal, but I was in a doctoral program at Florida State University, and my program was in developmental psychology. You guys, before you even get into it, no, I cannot read your mind. No, I do not want to be a clinical psychologist. Developmental psychology is basically about understanding and studying the development of human beings. It starts at birth and goes all the way up to senior age, but my focus was on kids, so anywhere from 18 and younger. And even though I say that, it gets even more niche than that, and there's so many avenues. So if you guys want me to have like a dedicated video on specifically like what developmental psychology is and what my research pertains, I can do that. But that is not the point of this video, okay? The point of this video is to update you on what has happened since I have gotten my PhD. So we're gonna be starting around like graduation time. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it has been 3 months, exactly 3 months and some days since I graduated, and I still can't believe it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's imposter syndrome. Maybe it's just the state of the world right now. It's just a lot going on where I feel like I'm not a doctor. Like, I tell myself that, and there's moments where I'm like, yo, you're really a doctor. But when it's like through the nitty-gritty day-to-day, I really have to remind myself, like, yo, you really got a PhD. Now, when I started the year in January, and if you have watched some of my videos, you've probably seen it, like, I had a plan set. I was gonna get a job, move to DC, start my little big girl career, and then I don't know what was gonna happen after that. That was kind of as far as I got to the plan. But unfortunately, if you are keeping up with the state of the United States, you know that we have a man in office that is making a lot of changes. And it's funny that I'm bringing this up because I'm like, I scroll on TikTok and I see a lot of people or just like in people that I encounter day to day, and they're like, well, they're not really into politics. And I'm like, how can you not be into politics when politics is literally touching every aspect of your life? And I am an example of that. So the research that I specifically did was centered on education, and education in a way that pushes or tries to advance equity. And earlier in this year, in January, a lot of federal funding for research within those topics got slashed. Like, people were, it was like a ruckus in the field. I wish you guys could have seen it. It was like, you know when SpongeBob had like so many thoughts in his head? It was literally like that. And I had my big 3 non-profit think tank organizations, or let's just say companies to simplify it. I had my big 3 companies that I wanted to apply for once I graduated, and they were the first ones that experienced the consequences of those decisions. So then I kind of like shifted and was like, maybe I'll go further down my list. And as I was going down the list, and as more changes were made on the federal side, it just got to the point where it still is looking very, very grim. And it got to the point where I just accepted that this is not the path for me. And I don't want to say that this is not the path for me forever, because like I said, I literally got the PhD. I got the PhD because this was the research that I was interested in. This was the research that I wanted to do, and I truly had a passion behind it. I just feel like right now it's looking crazy. And so once I graduated, I said, you know what? The job search is not looking good. I'm gonna keep applying to jobs just in case something shakes. But I feel like now is the time to really focus on me. You guys, I have been in school since God knows how long. I literally feel like I've been in school for all of my life, and it's because I went all through high school, went high school straight to college, college straight to grad school. So like, I'm joking about it, but when you really think about it, I've literally been a student all my life. This is my first summer that I was not a student, and you guys, it was literally magical. I didn't realize how much anxiety I had built up from grad school, to the point where it's like I would do certain things and be like, girl, you don't need to do that. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take rest. It's okay to enjoy your mornings. You don't have to look for work. You're not behind. And I had to keep telling myself. But thankfully, I grew up in a faith-based house, and my faith has been carrying me through grad school, y'all, and it has just grown stronger and stronger the older I get and the more that life throws me these turmoils. So I literally just had to sit and say, stop for a second, breathe a little bit. It's all a part of God's plan, and it's all working out for your good. And so once I graduated and got through the depression, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was sick to my stomach that I could not find a job, and I was literally like, girl, what is going on? But once I got through that, I said, you know what? Everything happens for a reason, so I'm really just gonna take this time to do me. So ever since then, I have been enjoying my free time. Enjoying my free time. I have been spending time with family and friends. I have been spending time with Sienna Banana, and most importantly, I've just been spending time with me. I have always been like okay with like my solitude, and okay with being by myself, and okay with doing things by myself. But lately, I feel like I'm experiencing a different side of me. I kind of want to call it my delusional era because I'm really just walking through life like God got me. Like, I don't really gotta stress about nothing. God got me. It's all gonna work out. And I also just sit and think, like, look at the circumstances you're in. Like, you weren't able to find a full-time job, but yet all your bills were paid. You were able to go to New York and have fun. I literally went on a cruise, had fun, and it's like God will provide. So that brings us to what life is looking like right now. And to be honest with you guys, I'm still very much just figuring it out. So I left Tallahassee because my lease was up and I really didn't see the point of staying. But given the fact that I didn't have a full-time job, I knew I couldn't afford rent. Y'all, do y'all see these rent prices? These rent prices are crazy. I was seeing studios for like $1,500, $2,000. Is that not insane? So given the circumstances, it was either be homeless or ask for help. And that is another thing that I'm working on, is asking for help. I'm the first person in my immediate family to go to college, to get a master's degree, to get a PhD. So a lot of times I had to figure things out on my own, and I tried my best not to burden my family with what I was going through. So I really just hated, I don't want to say hated asking for help, but I tried to do everything under the sun before I could ask for help. But like I said, I'm working on me, and I have a dog at this point. Like it's okay for me to be homeless. It's not okay for me and my dog to be homeless. And honestly, it really is not okay for me to be homeless. I don't know why I just said that. But the point of the matter is, I really had to be like, girl, like, put your pride aside and ask for help. So I reached out to my family, and this is also why I'm like, God got me, because it just so happened that last year my grandparents retired. So they were sweet enough, kind enough, gracious enough to not just let me move in, but also let Sienna move in. And y'all, if you are Jamaican, you know the traditional old folks, they don't let dogs in the house. So this is not only just showing you how God will make a way, but y'all, they love me. They love me. So this is the background. This is my room that I'm in, and you guys, I absolutely love. We have a backyard. Sienna be running up and down that backyard, and I love that. And it's funny because once these plans started getting put in motion, where I was gonna move back in with family, once again the depression hit, and I started thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm a failure, and I can't believe I'm going back. At the time, it looked like such a setback, but I really didn't know that God was answering some of my prayers that I had in grad school. You guys, I want to say my second or my third year, it was probably my third year when I moved into the apartment by myself. It's like, I'm away from my friends, I'm away from my family. It's literally just me and Sienna Sienna's not going to talk. So I was always saying like, I can't wait to be closer to family and friends. I can't wait to be able to see them more often. And look at this. I'm really just changing my mindset and changing my view on everything, and understanding that it may not look how you want it, but everything happens for a reason and happens for your own good. Now, my day-to-days look very different from how it was in grad school, and that's another thing that I've been trying to adjust to. But I've been trying to stay busy and keep my body moving to not only just keep me out of a slump, but like I said, I know that this is just a season in my life, and I don't want to get to the next season and have to like start all over, if that makes sense. I want to keep maintaining a routine, keep doing what I've been doing, and perfecting my skills, perfecting my crafts, so that when the time comes and when the opportunity arises, whatever it is, whenever it is, I am ready for it. So that brings me to the final, which is what is coming. Given my channel was mainly about my grad school journey, so now that I've graduated, you guys are going to be seeing obviously less of the PhD vlogs and day in the life of a PhD student, and we're going to be shifting more into lifestyle, life post-grad, and all of it, you guys. Now, I don't want to like completely stop the PhD content, because like I said, these are skills that I possess, that I've crafted, that I've grown over the years, and they're skills that I don't want to lose, but they're just not going to be given in the same format of like day in the life of a PhD student or week in the life of a PhD student. The content that I want to share with you guys is going to be more so centered on me, who I am now in this new season, and then also the work that I'm going to be doing to prepare myself for the next season of my life. I know my path is unique, and given the circumstances of the world, it's definitely starting to kind of mesh with a lot of realities of people, given that, like I was saying earlier, the politics of the US is touching a lot of people's lives in different ways. So while me being a developmental psychologist PhD graduate is very unique, I do believe me navigating this job market, navigating life where it doesn't look like you're about to get a job, and just also navigating life in your 20s is very similar to what a lot of people are experiencing. So I want to take you guys along with me in the journey. So you guys are going to see the good times, but you guys are also going to see the bad times, because I do believe in transparency. When you're building a community, when you're building a following, it's good to be honest and transparent with your followers. So it's not just gonna be the polished moments. And like I said, y'all, earlier this year it was rough, and I made sure not to vlog, but I'm gonna try my best to be real transparent with you guys, as safe as possible, because I do also have to keep in mind, like, it's not just me anymore, it's me and my family, so I have to keep in mind like safety and things like that. But most of all, I really just want to have fun with the content. Last year was my first year, which is actually crazy that I'm saying this is my first year where I was really consistent, and I'm trying to build on that because you guys, we are at 800 subscribers. Can you believe that? I just want to say welcome to those of you who are new. I truly appreciate you guys for subscribing and for taking the time to watch my videos and engage with my content. And saying that out loud is just confirmation that consistency pays. So I have been thoroughly enjoying the content that I have been putting out for you guys, and it's so clear that you guys are enjoying it as well. So I'm really just excited for this next chapter to see what I create, what I cultivate, to see how you guys engage, how you guys like it or don't like it. That's okay too. I accept criticism, so please tell me if you don't like something, because then I know not to make more of that. Now, I don't want to make this video too, so thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if this video resonated with you at all, if we are in similar paths, or if you have any tips, because baby, please send the motivation, send the tips, send it all. Your girl is willing and open to accept any type of support and encouragement that you guys may have. And without further ado, I will see you guys in the next one.